Hello, everybody. Welcome to my talk. I am here with a 5-second rule summary of chapter number 2. It's a great one. Well, it starts like the other book started. She's telling us her story of how she came up with the book or the 5-second rule. And it's her story, so it's the same story from the other book, pretty much very similar. But the one thing, and I think I said it last time, because the other chapter ended with courage. Courage. And I think that is very important for the 5-second rule, because I know, like, all these things, like people say, all these things that you're doing, and da 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 da. People don't do it because they're embarrassed, because they are afraid, because they don't have the courage. And in order to embark in anything like this, I mean, the stuff I'm doing is simple. I mean, you just have to not care, if you just got out of the shower, or you don't have any makeup on, which I'm like out of that for a long time now. I accept myself as I am. And but a lot of people struggle with being afraid of just doing anything, and like buying something, like trying something new, and you have to find the courage, because I love having that okay, let's just do it, because it's I know I say the word fun a lot, but it's fun to just like sometimes I feel that and then I do it, but I don't know, it's fun to me. But courage is the ability to do something that is difficult or scary, stepping outside of your comfort zone, sharing your ideas, speaking up or showing up, standing firm in your belief and values, and some days getting out of bed. That is her whole story of how she invented the 5-second rule, because she couldn't get up out of bed 9 years ago when she was, had problems. And so that was in 2009. So it's been a while, and she's been very successful since then. I read a couple things, how the smallest things can feel so hard. She talks about smallest things that feel so hard. For example, speaking at a meeting, staying positive, making a decision, finding time for yourself, asking for feedback, raising your hand, asking for a raise, ending self-doubt, working on your resume. And it has like a big list, but things that just like, I'll do it for later. I have like a stack full of things that I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow, and it's been a couple of weeks. I like this week I said I'm gonna grab one at a time and do one at a time. I actually did one today, but yes, it's just like all this extra work, right? But I'm just gonna go all it took for me to talk myself up. So I'm gonna go and talk about the thing that I thought was the most important in here. And it's like when she talks about research and stuff that really work. So she talk let me just say it. She talks about like she was depressed and drinking and sleeping in late and not having enough time because she slept in late. And she was watching TV once, and she saw this rocket launch, and thought that that's the way she should launch herself out of bed in the morning. And that's what she did. The first time she tried the 5-second rule, she just said, just launch out of bed, and just remembered that commercial and said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and got up. But this is what she found in research. I'm just going to read it. There's more to this point about acting on your instinct than just the phrase trust your gut. New research from the University of Arizona in partnership with Cornell and Duke has shown that there is a powerful connection between your brain and your instinct to act. When you set a goal, your brain opens up a task list. Whenever you are near things that can help you achieve your goal, your brain fires up your instinct signal to get that goal completed. Let me give you an example. I love her example. Let's say your goal is to get healthier. If you walk into a living room, nothing happens. If you walk past the gym, however, your prefrontal cortex lights up because you are near something related to getting healthier. As you pass the gym, you'll feel like you should exercise. That's an instinct reminding you of your goal. That's your inner wisdom, and it's important to pay attention to it, no matter how small or silly the instinct may be. Subconsciously, my brain was signaling me to pay attention to the rocket launch on TV. In that 5-second moment, my brain was sending me a very clear set of instructions. Pay attention to the rocket launch, Mel. Grab the idea, believe in it, and do it. Don't stop and think. Don't talk yourself out of it. Launch yourself out of bed tomorrow, Mel. So, I when I was reading this, I was like, oh my God, that's so true, because you set a goal, and like things call you to complete your goal, like, oh, I should be doing this, or no, I'm gonna do this, or stuff like that. Changing your life, your inner wisdom, your goal related impulse. So I just thought that was so cool. And then she goes on to say like a couple of things. I'm just gonna read them because I think it's cool. But she says that the 5-second rule, this is how things were discovered. For example, in 1826, John Walker discovered the match while he was using a stick to stir a pot of chemicals. And when he tried to scrap a gob off the end, it ignited. He followed his instinct to try to recreate it, and this is how he discovered the match. In 1941, George de Mestral invented Velcro after noticing how easily cockleburrs attached to his dog's fur. In 1974, Art Fry got the idea for the post-it note because he needed a bookmark that would say put on a page in his hymnal until Sunday's church service. But that would not damage the page when he removed it. That's even how Frappuccino was born. In 1992, an assistant manager at the Starbucks in Santa Monica noticed that sales dropped when ever it was hot outside. He had an instinct to make a frozen drink, and he followed it, asking for a blender, tinkered with recipes, and giving a vice president a sample. The first Frappuccino rolled out in his store a year later. So it's just ideas, things, act on it. Like a lot of people say, ooh, this is it, and they don't do it. So the important thing is to have a goal, have these instincts, and act on them. And don't let yourself think yourself out of it, right? Because I know this has happened to me a lot, and she talks about it, that you set goals or you say you're gonna do things, and then you say no, but nobody's gonna like it, or no, I'm not gonna do a video because nobody watches it anyway, but I do the videos. A lot of people don't watch it. I just started a year ago. I haven't been doing it for a year, but the amount of information I've learned by doing these videos and reading these books is just important to me. It's been helping me. So help yourself, people, and don't care about what other people are going to say or do. How is this bettering you? How is this helping you get to your goal? That's the important thing. And chapter 2, and I'm loving the book just because it just makes me feel like everything I've done is worth that I've done it, because I've not let myself talk myself out of doing the things I'm doing, and all the things I'm doing make me happy. Reading these books, making these videos, doing my exercise, being consistent, um, doing the lives, everything I learn, I act on. And it just makes me happy. If nothing at all, it makes me happy and excited that I am doing things and loving myself and loving others for helping me get to this point, that my goal in life right now is to be financially independent, but just getting there and just all the happiness that this has brought me is amazing. So don't stunt your goals, people. Get them 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and do them. Get up and do them. It doesn't matter what people think, people say. It matters how you're helping yourself, because who's the most important person in your life? You are, because you were there when you were born, and you are the only one that's going to be there when you die. For not the only, there's going to be more people because people love you, but you will always be there for you. So be there for yourself. With that, I leave you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like it. And I'm excited to read chapter 3. I really am. I am loving this book. Bye.